Hey y'all, this is Kendall Askins from STEMulating Minds. Askin stimulates on all of our social media platforms, joining you another Wednesday with another gem to drop. And today, I want to talk to you guys about taking it one step at a time. So, we've been talking a lot about, change, even goals, being unstoppable, and oftentimes, I don't know about you, but I know for me, I am a big picture thinker and I think about like the big thing I want to do, right? Like, what do I want to accomplish? And often we talk about that being like the end result, right? So we might think some of you might have goals to like buy a house or buy a certain car or graduate school or have maybe a certain piece of clothing. I don't know. Maybe be in a certain type of relationship. Sometimes people look at like, I want to be married. I want to have kids. I want to have a family, or I want my kids to be this way, or, I want to get this material item, or maybe I want to be rich, or I want to travel the world, all of these things, right? And what I would say is those are considered end results. Like those are things that you, want to accomplish maybe. But what people often don't stop and realize is that to get to that end result, there are steps that lead to that. And so like, I don't just wake up in the morning, even if let's say I had the means, I can't just get out my bed and say, when I step on the floor, I end up in Belize or Paris, right? Another part of the world. I'm not just going to get out my bed and end up in another part of the world. There are things that I would have to do. I'd have to get an airplane ticket. I'd have to figure out the times. I'd have to make arrangements for the kids, unless I was bringing them with me. I would have to figure out how long I want to stay. Like all of these things, right? There's a plan. And so in order to get the airplane tickets, what do I have to do, right? And this is all if, let's say, money wasn't an issue. Because for some of us, we might say, well, first I want to save up money or make a payment plan or whatever. But some people might have the money to like pay for these things, right? So if money wasn't an issue, there's still a plan that needs to be executed. And even if it's not fully planned out, there are still steps that you have to go through in order to get to that end result. And this is true with anything in life, any single thing that you want to do, whether it's even something as simple as cooking a meal. You don't just snap your fingers and the meal is cooked, right? Whether you have a chef or whether you're cooking it yourself, whether you're going to a restaurant, there are still steps and things you have to get to the restaurant, right? You have to decide what you want. You have to order it. It has to be cooked. If you're doing it at home, you have to make sure you have the groceries and you have to cook it and all of these things. And so the reason why I'm sharing this with you today is because those steps that we have to take to get to the end result, we don't often put attention on it. And when you put your attention on taking one step at a time and accomplishing one thing at a time to get you closer and closer to your goal, you'll realize that you're going to get more done. If you just focus on the end result and you try to skip all of the necessary steps to get you to that end result will be pushed further and further away because you're not being efficient with your time, you're not being strategic, and you're not thinking it through, right? And so I also want to say that getting to the end result is more satisfying when you take it one step at a time because you don't realize how much you actually get done. So even when we think about what we have accomplished in a year, or when I sit and I realize like all the different things that I've shared with you and what I've been through, it's sometimes because I'm not at my end result, it doesn't always feel like I've done a lot. But then when I actually sit and I think about all of the little steps that I've taken, I realize, oh my goodness, look how close I am to that end result because I've actually taken some time to think about all of the things that I have done to get me closer. So I want to challenge you guys to pay attention to those one steps at a time, right? And to remember that having that big idea and that dream and that goal and that plan, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, is good. That's beginning with the end in mind, right? One of our habits of highly successful people. But you also have to allow yourself to understand what it's going to take to get to that end result. The moment you understand what it's going to take to get to that end result, the better off that you'll be, the more resilient you'll be, the more that you will continue to push yourself forward. And I just want to remind you guys, I am in the process, we're running the Be Unstoppable course. And this time we are tailoring it with an attention to mothers. And so often in motherhood, we know what the end result is, right? Our children being successful, citizens, but it's difficult. It is a really difficult process. So if you know any mothers, right, calling all mothers, I think any mother your child could be any age, you need to join our Be Unstoppable Special Edition Motherhood course. It is self-paced. We're going to have a cohort of moms where we are chatting and sharing and really creating community. But the course itself is self-paced, and you will be able to go through it at your own with our live cohort check-ins. You do not want to miss it. And I have a special treat for all of those listening. There is a special discount code for the first 20 moms. Discount code is MOM. So go to my website. The website is dropped in here. And if you go and register for the Be Unstoppable under courses and put in the discount code MOM, you will get a discount on the course. You want to do this. Register. Do not be left behind in this, and take it one step at a time. Let's hear some ways you guys have taken things one step at a time. Or if you haven't, let's hear how you're going to start to shift. Please like, subscribe, share this out, and I'll see you guys back here next week for more fun. Bye.